this figure to come in for quite a long time. This is the ThreeZero Daenerys Targaryen Game of Thrones 6 scale figure. I believe I pre-ordered it from Sideshow nearly a year ago, if not longer. At times I felt like it was probably being delivered to me by horseback.
Fill in the blank, pie in the what?
Horse.
As long as it took. However, I am glad that it is now in my collection. I'm excited to get it open for you. We're going to look at it on the turntable and also going to fly the drone over it and get some good footage and see how she looks. Daenerys is probably my favorite character in all of media. I really enjoy her character. I have been a longtime reader of the Game of Thrones books since high school, and I'm really excited to see the last season of the show, even though it's 12 months away. They seem to be clowning us with that.
I'm gonna swing from the chandelier, the chandelier.
At any rate, let's see if Daenerys will become the king or queen, rather, of my 6 scale figures. Let's open her up and see what she looks like. The ThreeZero Daenerys Targaryen 6 scale figure is a fairly impressive piece. Like I mentioned, this is my favorite character from various forms of media and entertainment. So I'll probably be pretty strict on her. So at the onset, I want to make sure you all know that I really, really love this figure and I'm excited to have it in my collection. But there are some things that are frustrating about it. Some of it would be just the nature of 6 scale figures. Others, I'm not sure that ThreeZero did a very good job of. But right now, this is just in the outfit that she has right out of the package. I put her necklace and her bracelet on her right wrist on her. Everything is exactly out of the package other than that. She does have some various other hands, a few accessories, and she does come with a baby Drogon. I unfortunately didn't realize that if you ordered directly from ThreeZero, the ThreeZero exclusive version also came with Viserion and Rhaegal and a nice looking display piece for the 3 dragons. I did not know that. By the time I noticed it, it was sold out, so I missed that opportunity. I may try to find those other 2 dragons in the aftermarket. But this is the standard way she looks. Her hair is really nice, rooted hair, soft goods clothing. I don't have any issues with the figure here. She does have the stare glare, which I feel like the Batman vs. Superman Wonder Woman hot toy also had. I know this is fairly common with a lot of hot toys, especially female 6 scale figures, that when they do detail in the eyes and the face, it just appears as though they're staring out into nothing. But I do think the likeness of Daenerys Targaryen, of Emilia Clarke, is really solid here, and the outfit especially is very nice. It's got a good sculpt. I do like the hair. The hair looks really good. It has all of the ornamentation that Daenerys wears her hair. So let's get some of her other accessories on her and see how they look. So as you see Daenerys turn around there, you see that she has her whip.
Where there's a whip, there's a way.
And she has her blue cloak. I had no issues with either of these. The whip is nicely designed, the blue cloak is nicely designed, it has a simple clasp mechanism. The other accessories I have in front of her are where I have a significant issue. A, she has the vest that is part of the unsullied type of outfit. It goes over her head and then wraps around her waist and has pegs and holes to connect in the back. This is impossible. I just spent 30 minutes trying to get it to work. Could not get it to work. Used a screwdriver to make the holes bigger. You can hardly get the pegs back in the holes when you're just holding it in your hand by itself, let alone when it's around her waist with the hair and the clothing and everything else. Second, you see Drogon there. Drogon cannot stand up on his own without falling forward. He did come with this small oval-shaped peg stand that you're going to see here in a minute. I just have it all kind of propped up together because none of it will stand on its own. You'll be able to see here in a second that peg stand right there underneath his right wing. The problem with this, the peg holes don't fit in his feet. The pegs are significantly bigger than the holes. And the distance between the two peg holes is far wider than his feet. So it just doesn't work. It's a useless accessory. That is very frustrating. Also, I have an issue that ThreeZero figures don't come with any type of stand whatsoever. I understand they are a slightly lower price point than Hot Toys, and you do get quite a lot for your money, but to not even have a generic stand is a little disappointing, and so that's another several dollars or more, depending on what type of stand you get, that you have to provide yourself. I'm going to try to find a way to have a stand that allows Drogon to be on there with her, but I'm not sure if that's something I can do. I was really frustrated trying to put that vest on. I had to touch all over her. You got the touch! And move things all around, move all the articulation, just trying different ways to get the vest on because I thought it would look good, but I just couldn't get it to work. I probably wouldn't have displayed her with it anyway. I would have displayed her like this with the cloak and the whip. I would have liked to have Drogon on display. I will have him on display in some form or fashion, but just not the way that ThreeZero intended me to. Again, that is more an issue with ThreeZero as a company, with their QA and the design of these accessories. It is not an indication of how I feel about the figure as a whole. Once I'm done doing this review and I put these things back in the box and I figure out a way for Drogon to be on a stand, I probably will never think about that again. And I'll be pleased to have her on display. She looks really, really good in that cloak. The hair is fantastic. The whip is fantastic. The face sculpt is good. Let's take her outside and see if we can fly the drone around her a little bit and get some other footage. All right, we're outside. I've got Daenerys. I've got my DJI Mavic Pro. Not a very windy day. It's a nice day out. Let's see what we can capture with her with the drone.